Hi everyone, hope you all are good. We are here for grade 5 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab, scroll down to grade 5 and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter symmetry and transformations. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well, right? So here I am on grade 5 math. The chapter we are on right now is symmetry and transformations. Let's just start with the first lesson, that is lines of symmetry. Let's just start with the first lesson, that is lines of symmetry. Okay, let's start with the first example. Is the dotted line a line of symmetry? So you are given a dotted line, right, on a shape. You need to see if the dotted line is the line of symmetry, right? Basically, if you fold the image along the dotted line, right, the two sides exactly match. That means that is the line of symmetry, right? So if you fold this image along the dotted line, the two sides will exactly match up. That means the dotted line is a line of symmetry. Got it? So yes, this is right for the first example. Yes, it is. Okay, the next one is the dotted line a line of symmetry, which is the correct option. Just fold the image. Imagine folding the image along the dotted line, and the two pieces don't match up, right? Because both sides are different. So that means this dotted line is not a line of symmetry. The correct option is no. Very good. Very good. Okay, just look at the other example. Here is the other one. Is the dotted line a line of symmetry, which is the correct option? The correct option is no. This is not dotted line because if you fold the image along the dotted line, the two sides don't match up, right? The correct option is no. Very good. Let's just start with the test questions. Is the dotted line a line of symmetry? That's the one we just did on the tutorial, right? So basically, you need to fold the image along the dotted line, and both the both sides don't match up, right? That means they are not the. This is not the line of symmetry, right? The correct option is no. This is not a line of symmetry. The correct option is no. The next one is the dotted line a line of symmetry? So which is the correct option? The correct option is yes, it is, right? Because if you fold the image along the dotted line, both sides exactly match up. So the correct option is yes, it is a dotted line. Got it? The next one is the dotted line a line of symmetry? So which is the correct option? Correct option is yes, it is right. The correct option is yes. Is the dotted line a line of symmetry? Yes, it is right. The correct option is yes. Is this is the dotted line a line of symmetry? The correct option is no. This isn't the line of symmetry, right? The correct option is no. Is the dotted line a line of symmetry? The correct option is no. Line of symmetry. The correct option is no. Is the dotted line a line of symmetry? The correct option is yes. The dotted line is a line of symmetry. The correct option is yes. Is the dotted line a line of symmetry? No, it is right. This is not a line of symmetry. Is the dotted line a line of symmetry? Yes, it is a line of symmetry, right? The correct option is yes. Is the dotted line a line of symmetry, which is the correct option? No, this isn't a line of symmetry, right? The correct option is no. Can you hear me? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. And the next lesson is rotational symmetry. Does the picture have rotational symmetry? Basically, rotational symmetry means if you rotate the image along one-eighth term, one fourth term, half of a turn, the image looks like exactly the same, right? Like it looks like the original one, right? For the given image, imagine rotating the picture 1 by 8 turn, right? So you have to turn sometimes 1 by 8, sometimes half, sometimes 1 by 4 like this, right? So you rotate the image 1 by 8, the resulting image is exactly the same one. It will looks exactly the same. The picture has rotational symmetry, got it? That means the picture has the rotational symmetry, right? Okay, let's just start with the next example. How does the picture have so does this picture have a rotational symmetry? So which is the correct option? No, this isn't right. If you rotate the image, that is, the new image will be different, right? That means the image don't have rotational symmetry. The correct option is no, right? Let's just start with the third one. Does the picture have rotational symmetry? Yes, right? Because the image is exactly same from all the sides. So that's why the image have the rotational symmetry no matter what turn you use. Does this picture have a rotational symmetry, which is the correct option? The correct option is no, right? The correct. Can you guys please stop talking, like chatting? You guys are here to learn, so please focus on the learning. Does this picture have a rotational symmetry? Yes or no? Yes, it is right. Because from all the sides, the image looks like exactly the same, right? So that means the picture have rotational symmetry. The correct option is yes. Like whatever turn you make, the image is the same, right? Does this picture have rotational symmetry, which is the correct option? Yes, it is right. The correct option is yes. Does this picture have rotational symmetry, which is the correct option? No, right? The correct option is no. Does the picture have rotational symmetry, which is the correct option? Yes, it is right. The correct option is yes. Okay, does the picture have rotational symmetry, which is the correct option? The correct option is no, this isn't doesn't have the line of symmetry. So the correct option is no. Does this picture have a rotational symmetry? The correct option is no, right? The correct option is no. Does this picture have a rotational symmetry, which is the correct option? Yes, right. The correct option is yes. Does this picture have a rotational symmetry? The correct option is yes, right? Does this picture have rotational symmetry? No, right? The picture doesn't have the line of symmetry. The correct option is no. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. And the next lesson is reflection, rotation, and translation, right? They are very important when working on the symmetry. They are basically the transformations. Transformation means you are going to sometimes reflect, rotate, or translate an image from one place to another, right? Now we're going to learn like what is reflection, what is rotation, and what is translation, right? So the concept is very easy. Just try to understand. Let's start with the first example. We are given three of the triangles. They are numbered as 1, 2, 3. The question is, what combination of transformations is shown below? So basically, you started with 1 and you end up on 3. So from 1 to 3, which steps you are following to get a transformation? Basically, 3 is a transformation of 1, right? So from 1, you can see this corner is still fixed. That means from 1 to 2, that would be the rotation, right? Okay, then there you have a transformation. Okay, here is the original triangle 2, and here is the one that is translated, right? So that means when the question is one of the from 1 to 3, you did a rotation. First, we rotated the image and then translated. Here we are given to go from shape 1 to shape 2 to shape 3, use a rotation and then a translation, right? From 1 to 2, that is a rotation, and then from 2 to 3, that is a translation. Got it? Translation means you move the whole triangle to exactly the new place, right? All the three vertices are changed, right? Let's just start with the test questions. Okay, so with what combination of transformation is shown below? You are given 1, 2, and 3. So from 1 to from 1 to 2, that is a, you can see the one of the corner is fixed. So from 1 to 2, that is a reflection, right? And from 2 to 3, that is a translation, I think, right? Yes, that is a, from 1 to 2, that is the reflection, and from 2 to 3, that is the rotation. The correct option is reflection, and then rotation is the correct one, right? Okay, good. Okay, the next one is what combination of transformations is shown below? So you started with 1, then you have 2, and then you have 3. So from 1 to 2, that is a, so from 1 to 2, my screen is blurry. From 1 to 2, that is the rotation because one of the corner is fixed, right? Whenever one of the corner is fixed, that means that is a rotation, right? And then from 2 to 3, that is just a reflection, right? You can see 3 is simply the reflection of 2. So that means that is a translation and then reflection. The correct option is the second one, right? Hmm. Translation, so reflection, rotation and yes, rotation and then reflection. Sorry, rotation it is. First one is rotation. Okay, what combination of the transformations is shown below? Right, you started from one and then you went from one, you started from one and you have to see from one to three which steps are performed, right? So let's just start with the next one. So from one to two, right, one of the corner is fixed. So from one to two, that is the rotation, right? And then from 2 to 3, you can see 3 is exactly the different place from 2. 3 have the new coordinates. That means 3 is the rotation. So that is a reflection and then rotation. The last one is the correct option, right? So the correct option is from 1 to 2, that is a reflection. No, 1 to 2, that is a rotation. And then from 2 to 3, that is simply a translation. So option number one is the correct option. Rotation and then translation. Option one is the correct option. Okay, good. Okay, the next one is what combination of transformation is shown below. Okay, so you started with one, you end up at three. So one, two is the reflection of the one, right? So one and two, they are the reflection of each other. Then look at the C. One of the corner is still fixed. That is a rotation. 1 to 2 is reflection and 2 to 3 is the rotation. So the correct option is option 1, reflection and then rotation. Got it? That is reflection and then rotation. Option 1 is the correct option. What combination of transformations are shown below? You would basically you have to understand you started from 1, you performed another step 2 and you end up at 3. Which steps you are following from 1 to 3, right? So you can see here is the 1 and here is the 2, right? So 2 is just a reflection of the first one, right? If you see 2 is the mirror image of 1, that is a reflection, right? And then from 3, 3 has exactly new coordinates, right? That means 3 is the translation. So basically the two steps performed here is reflection and then translation. Yes, that is reflection and then translation. Option 2 is the correct option. Okay, the next one is what combination of transformations is shown below, right? So 1, here is the 1 and here is the 2, right? So 2 is exactly at a different place, right? Means that means 2 is the translation. You move from 1 to 2, 2 has all three vertices at the new points. So 3, 2 is the 2 is the translation. Then and 2 and 3. 3 is the mirror image of the 2. That means that is a translation and then reflection. The correct option is very good translation and then reflection. What combination of transformations is shown below? 1 to 2 is a rotation, and 2 to 3 is a translation. That is the second one, rotation and then translation. How third? Yes, 3 is also the mirror image of the. That is rotation and then reflection. Very good. That is rotation and then reflection. Very good, everyone. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to the next lesson. The next lesson is identify congruent and similar figures. Okay, are these figures are related? You are given two of the figures. You have to see if they are related. So the correct option is no, right? They are not the same shapes. They have different measurements and shape also, right? So they are neither similar nor congruent, right? The correct option is they are neither similar nor congruent, right? Okay, look at this shape. Select all the shapes that are congruent to this one. So which is congruent to the first one? Yes, that's exactly the first one, right? Because it have it it has the same measurements as the other one. So option one is the correct option. Let's just start with the test questions. Look at this shape. Select all the shapes that are congruent to this one. So which is the correct option? Which of them are congruent to the square? Yes, second, third, and fourth is the correct option, right? Because they all look like exactly same. So the correct option is second, third, and fourth. Okay, are these two figures related? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They have exactly same size and the size is also exactly same, right? That means they are the congruent one. The correct option is congruent they are. Okay, look at this shape. Select all the shapes that are congruent to this one. So which is the correct option? The correct option is second and third, right? The given first is congruent to second and third. Are these two figures related? They are neither similar nor congruent, right? Because they looks different and also they are not. So they are neither similar nor congruent. The correct option is the last one. No, not similar. Look at this shape. Select all the shapes that are congruent to this one. So which is the correct option? They are triangles, but they don't look. They have different measurements, right? Measurements and shape also. All, right? They all of them look like congruent. The correct option is all of them. Okay, the next one is look at this shape. Select all the shapes that are congruent to this one. So which is the correct option? Which is the correct option? The correct option is the first one only, right? They both looks like same. They have all the same side measurements. So the correct option is option number one is the correct option. Okay, look at this figures related. So which is the correct option? They are congruent because they looks like exactly same. They have same measurements also. Okay, look at this shape. Select all the shapes that are congruent to this one. So which is the correct option? That is second, third, and fourth is the correct option. Are these two figures related? That is neither similar nor congruent, right? Okay, we are done with the lesson. So we were working on grade 5 math. The chapter we were working on is symmetry and transformations. The lessons we have covered are lines of symmetry, rotational symmetry, reflection, rotation, and translation. Identify congruent and similar figures, right? These are the lessons we have covered today. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we did today. That is your homework until next session, right? You have to complete these lessons before the next session. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday 5 to 9. Or either you can join me in the interactive session that would be daily from 4 to 5 and from 9 to 10. Right? So that's all for today. If you have any question, you can please ask. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. So you can please ask. Okay, that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye everyone.